Hello and welcome to today's yoga class. We'll be doing a sports recovery yoga session. Let's start by doing some thoracic hugs. Wrap your arms around yourself like you're giving yourself a big hug, and we'll start to move from just the upper back and the neck and the head. Doing some nice, slow, controlled circles, trying not to move the lower body. We'll do 3 or 4 on both sides. Take a breath if you need to, and keep going. Okay. From here, we're going to lay down onto our backs and get yourself comfortable. We're going to start doing some glute bridges. Okay, so comfortably adjust yourself. Squeeze the glutes together and lift the pelvis up. You want to create a little bit of a tilt in the pelvis as you're coming up, and then lower it in the opposite direction that you came down. So I'll just grab my hip bones here just to show you the direction in which my pelvis is moving on the up and the down. It's quite a subtle movement, but it will help activate the glutes. Just making sure that you are continuing to squeeze the glute muscles together as you're coming up, holding that squeeze and squeezing all the way down as well. You can give them a little poke if they're not quite turning on as you'd like them to. Okay, let's lift our legs up and we'll do some kick outs here just to engage the core. So just straightening one leg at a time. Focus on keeping the lower back to the ground. If your legs don't get as low as you'd like them to, that's fine, as long as you're keeping your lower back on the ground and moving nice and slow and controlled. Okay, let's lower our feet back down into that bridge position again. This time with our bridges, we're just going to do some pulses up and down. So we'll squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up, and then just do some little pulses in the air, up and down. So the glutes aren't lowering all the way to the ground, we're just pulsing up and down mid-air. Once again, as you can see I'm doing here, I'm just giving my glutes a little poke, just to fire them up a little bit more. Okay, let's come up onto all fours. Get nice and comfortable on all fours here. You can curl the toes under if you need to. We're going to do some protraction and retractions of the shoulder blades. So first we're going to draw the shoulder blades together and then push them away, pushing the ground away. Drawing the shoulder blades together and then pushing the ground away so that the shoulder blades come apart. Our shoulders are notoriously unstable, and so these sorts of movements and exercises are going to help stabilize the shoulder joint, which can be very important if we do play upper body sports. Shake out the wrists if you need to. And then we're going to come into downward dog when you're ready. Have a little wriggle around here for a moment. Get yourself nice and comfy. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Bend at the knees and then draw your shoulders back. You can do that a couple of times just to really stretch out the hamstrings. We're going to be doing a little bit of hamstring heavy work coming up, so they should be nice and warm by now. So we're going to cross the right foot over the left and draw the heels to the ground. And then we'll take that right foot and we'll bring it forward and push the knees forward as well. Cross the right foot over the left again. And then the foot comes forward and we're going to push our knees forward as well. So we'll do this a few times on either side. Okay, let's come up into warrior pose now, and just like a lunge position with the hands pointing forward as if you're sort of pretending that you've got a gun, and we'll raise our arms all the way up and then place our hands behind our heads. Lean forward into that lunge, look up, really open the chest up here, take a big breath. This should feel really nice. And let's come into a lunge twist. So we'll place our left hand down next to our right hand and just placing the right hand all the way up. Step back into downward dog and we'll go the other side now. If you like, you can do three-legged dog first and then place that foot back behind the right foot, crossing the left leg over the right. And we'll do this on the other side now. So step the left foot forward, push forward, left foot comes back, heels down, and forward, knees come forward. This should be working the hamstrings quite nicely. Let's step back up into that warrior position. Hands into the toy gun. Breathe in. Arms coming all the way up now, and hands clasped behind the head, looking up, opening up that chest. And we'll do our twist lunge on the other side now. So the right hand comes down next to the left foot and the left arm can come straight up, reaching as far as you'd like. Forward. Okay, let's step back now. Come onto all fours, curl the toes under. We're going to come into dolphin pose. So a good way to adjust the arms is to grab each bicep, just to make sure that your arms are far enough apart. I like to clasp my hands together and then I push up, push my pelvis all the way up into the air and bend my knees as much as I need to. And that gets me into a really nice, comfortable dolphin. Okay, coming down now, I'm going to lay flat on our bellies, place our hands next to our bodies and our foreheads down onto the ground, and we'll lift our arms and our face up, curling the neck back and placing the body down and then lifting back up for our locust pose. Do this a few times. Lifting the arms and the head up off the mat, reaching backwards. Let's roll onto our backs now. I'm going to come into a little bit of a twist. So we're going to grab our right knee and bring it over the left side of our body. As you're bringing it over the left side of your body, grab your left foot with your other hand, and that should get you into sort of like a funny pretzel shape, but it should feel really nice on the lower back and on the legs. This is one of my favorite twists to do. We'll swap sides now. So keeping hold of that left leg, draw it over the right side of your body. While you're doing that, you grab the right foot with the left hand and bring the knee as far over as it's comfortable. And just relish in that beautiful twist. Okay, let's come out of that. We'll do a few little circles here with our knees as well, just to shake out anything that might be stuck in the lower back. Giving those hamstrings a little bit of a massage as well. And we'll place our feet down and we'll come into our final Shavasana. We'll take a moment here just to have a few moments to breathe, focusing on lengthening the exhale. So as you breathe in, and then exhaling just a little bit longer than the inhale, maybe 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out. When you're ready, just wiggle the fingers and the toes and come to sit cross-legged on your mat. We'll take 1 or 2 more breaths here. Keep the eyes closed if you're still in a relaxed state. And when you're ready, you continue on with your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like this video. Bye.